the Cowboys are now going to be without Dak Prescott for the rest of the year. Jerry Jones went on his radio show on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas, announced that Dak Prescott, after seeking outside opinions, will have season-ending hamstring injury in New York on Wednesday. That's the same Dak Prescott who signed a 4-year, $240 million extension, making $60 million per year. So this obviously has some implications on where the Cowboys are going forward. And I think the biggest one is we now have all the information that we could possibly have on what it looks like with Mike McCarthy, Brian Schottenheimer, Dak Prescott, like those guys working together. Like that is complete. The picture that you have when you're making a decision on what you're going to do with Mike McCarthy after the year, with that staff after the year, that picture is now complete. There's no more information to be gained because Dak Prescott isn't going to play the rest of the year. So that puts the staff in a precarious position. And now you're going to get a look at what Mike McCarthy can do to fix this. Obviously, he went through some of this in Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers was hurt those couple of years. So what does this look like with Cooper Rush as the quarterback? Do they get a look at Trey Lance eventually playing quarterback there? And where is the franchise going forward? Again, when something like this happens, similar to what we just talked about in Chicago, the bigger picture things come into focus. And so I don't think anybody's under the illusion that the Cowboys are going back to the playoffs this year. That's not happening. They looked a little lifeless the other day against Philly. So I think this first step is seeing how Mike McCarthy and his staff can reach the locker room and can get those guys going and to keep those guys from checking out on the year. Remember, this is a team that won 12 games 3 years in a row. They now have more losses through 9 games than they had through 17 in any of the last 3 years. So it puts, again, that staff on notice and how the locker room responds to that staff going forward. Because again, we know we have the full picture with Dak Prescott. How the locker room responds to that staff going forward is a big, big question.